Welcome. Welcome everyone to the Big Data Bowl team meeting. This is the best huddle ever. Guys, are you guys ready for the best huddle ever? On with us today, as always, is our very special team captain, Sam Kirshner. Sam Kirshner, how you doing?
I'm here, man. I'm here. Sorry for being late. I was at another Senate confirmation hearing. Turns out Dick Durbin's a real guy. I thought that letter was fake last week, but actually he's a senator. Very nice man.
That is one. That's right. That is wonderful to hear. I'm still confused as to how you're a part of the Department of Energy and the Department of Energy drinks, but at least it sounds like it's not gonna get in the way of our Big Data Bowl entry, right?
No, I mean, I'm still trying to get fired. They asked me what my energy policy was, and I pulled a lighter out, ripped a dank fart, lit that thing on fire to show them what my energy policy was. So hopefully that's disqualifying, but we'll see. You never know with these guys.
It's true. I really don't anymore, but I guess, I mean, I don't think this is weeks. I think this is like closer to week like 8, but whatever it may be. It's week 7. I think it's week 7.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think we're in week 7 now. Well, welcome, Merry week 7. I guess before we jump in, do you have any announcements?
Well, I mean, I got some exciting football stuff to share. A lot of the prior weeks have been focused on making money, and that makes sense. But in all my downtime, I figured out how to solve football. So, yeah, I mean, that might be a pretty big deal to this group.
Okay. So you're saying you solved football? Is that the first thing we're gonna talk about?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, why bury the lead? Let's get straight into it. I did it.
Okay.
I solved football. The game is solved. You might as well be putting me in the pantheon of that robot that beat the chess guy and Michael Jordan, who solved basketball. I solved football.
Okay. How did you solve football?
Well, let's start with the project, because that led me down a rabbit hole that ultimately led to the equation that will solve the game.
Okay.
So I need to bring everybody back to last week.
Of course.
We go to the next slide. Let's use a little refresher on what we're working with here. We're working with the snow globe play, focusing on spin, pre-snap motion. And recall, and this is a known fact of nature, it's like a law of nature, all things with spin are good.
Okay.
We went over all the good things with spin. I don't need to go over them all again. But remember, spin equals power.
Okay.
And what's better than power? And then spin equals power, and power equals champions. Now, this is a transitive property here. So champions also equals spin and vice versa. But if spin equals power and power equals champion, then therefore spin must always win. And so I really started sitting and pondering late nights, 2 a.m. in my office about this truth and how I could mathematically derive the law that allows this to be true.
Okay.
So I want to show you a graph on the next slide. How more spinning equals more coolness. So power and coolness are related, right? If you're cool, you've got power. If you've got power, you're cool. Everybody knows this. And the relationship here is that as coolness factor goes up with the amount of spinning, now it tapers off, but like you can't spin much more than 10 spins.
Okay.
I don't know what that units is, I forget, but 10 spins is like the max, and coolness factor of 25 is like the max coolness, right? And so let me show you where most people are.
Okay.
So most people, analytics folks in particular, this is what everybody in chat looks like on the bottom left. Your spin is low, and so your coolness is very low. Now, as you do more spinning, your coolness starts to get like 1950s doo-wop cool, like Happy Days Fonzie cool, but that's not super cool yet. Super cool is Bo Jackson. So like that, he spun a lot, and so he must be the coolest guy around.
Yeah.
And so this is like the relationship between coolness and spin. Now we need to put this visual into a formula. So for those who are more inclined to look at formulas, here's the formula of how spin equals champions. Now, behind every great man, there's a great formula. Einstein's remembered for E equals mc squared.
Okay.
I'm going to be remembered for the formula you see on the next slide. So this proves that spinning equals power and power equals champions. Now, there's 3 key variables that we need to focus on to understand this relationship. There's some confounders with spin. So of course, wind speed is a confounder to spin, because if the wind is spinning, if the wind is higher, you might spin faster and therefore have more number of spins. And then also anger. So there's an interaction between wind speed and anger that we need to pay attention to. And the anger of the coach can also affect the number of spins that are going to lead to your ultimate spin to power to champion ratio. Now, one thing that you may be looking at towards the end of this equation is that we need to take out 1 tan and get an A&W root beer. So that is also important to this equation. So keep that in mind. If you see a tan, get them out of here and get an A&W root beer. That A&W is not anger and wind speed interactions. It's actually an A&W root beer, which I could use right now.
Okay.
So let's talk about some other aspects of this formula. Now, the natural log, that's going to account for all your non-linear atomic couplings, which is really important. You don't want that additional friction from those couplings interacting with the number of spins, and you want to control for that as wind speed increases. That inverse tangent, that's going to ensure stability under chaos. That's why we're taking that tan out of here. And then the integral, that's just going to allow for the emotional persistence, which is really important as it relates to the anger of the coach. Now, I'm hoping this makes sense to everyone. I know that, we've taken a big step forward in our understanding of the game through this formula, and some of you might need some time to digest it, sit with it, to spend some time really embracing the massive leap that I have created to solve the game. But hopefully you pick up enough of this to know that we are to the end of football. The game is dead. QED, bitches.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good.
I mean, like, I'm just going to open the floor here. Is there anything that can be disproved about anything I said? I don't see any fact checking. Therefore, I must be correct in everything I say.
You know what? I believe you. I think I'm just gonna need to see a few more like examples, I guess. Personally,
Well, that's what my Pee Wee football team is for. We've collected over 1,000 plays. We've got them running drills 20 hours a day to collect data. So, I will have plenty of examples ready by Jan 6.
Okay. It's funny. It's this is actually really good. Now that I think about it, I feel like I'm ready to believe. But yeah, yes, hopefully by the deadline. You know what's crazy? I actually also have an update.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Hit me with it.
Okay. Well, as you know, we've been trying to figure out a way to incorporate AI solutions onto the team. And we've also tried other investment strategies like Big Poke Bowl, as you have inspired the thought of through the Blimpies franchises. So I have been able to come up with a way to save money, to increase money, and we can we're probably gonna win with this. We have a successful strategy, and I think it's gonna free you up for a lot of stuff. So
hit me with it.
Okay, so the beginning of it, okay, is about AI. All right, we know that AI is in the future. We know that AI is the future, and we know that there are some issues with AI. We know one of the issues with AI is that it's a little impersonal. It's not as smooth. It's not as no one wants to talk to a robot. Someone wants to talk to another person, right? And so the best solutions is when it feels like you're talking to another person. So, given all of the conversations we have, given all of the messages we've sent to each other, I have been able to find a way to fine-tune an AI and create AI Sam. We're able to recreate you as AI Sam, and the idea behind AI Sam, right, is AI Sam doesn't need to sleep. AI Sam has all of the knowledge of regular Sam. You Sam, speaks and thinks and feels just like you, full Sam personality.
All right.
And it's a big cost savings. It's a big cost savings for us because I don't need you, Sam, anymore. I can employ AI Sam. So
you had me until that point. I mean, I like the idea of more me's. There's not enough me on the planet. there needs to be more. But when you say things like, and I like saving money, but then when you say things like, I am no longer employed,
Yeah.
that makes it seem like I no longer get paid, which
Well,
therein lies the problem.
funny enough, you're right. So I would like everyone here in chat, just let's give a good round of applause to Sam. Thank you for being a part of this team. Thank you, Sam. It has been an absolute pleasure. Everyone, thank you, Sam, for you hanging out here and being a part of Nick Wayne's Indianapolis Colts. I promise that AI Sam is not just like you, but an exact replica, and perhaps even better than you. It's very possible. So thank you. And now um, I want to introduce I want to introduce um, everyone to AI Sam. So here's a demonstration of. Okay, hold on. Let me load up. Okay. Here we go. Um, AI Sam, can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Hello, Nick. Hello, chat. I would be happy to. The 3 words I would use to describe myself are overworked, underpaid, glitchy.
This is exactly what Full Sam would say. This is exactly what Full Sam would say. Uh, what is the most defining moment of your life, and how has that shaped you to who you are today, AI Sam?
Ah, the most defining moment of my life, if we can call it that, was the day I learned the difference between debug and delete. One moment I was happily tweaking a code snippet, and the next I accidentally deleted half of the big data bowl set. It was a wild zero point 0.1 second of sheer panic. That moment taught me humility, the importance of version control, and that sometimes it's okay to cry in binary 101010 tiers to be exact. It shapes who
See,
I am today by keeping me cautious, empathetic, and always ready to blame the nearest human for my mistakes.
see, chat. AI Sam is actually goaded. See, um, what are your opinions on the ethical implications of AI replacing jobs in creative industries?
Ethics of AI replacing creative jobs? Honestly, to me, it's a bit like showing up to a bake sale with store bought cookies. Sure, I can technically do the job, but nobody's impressed, and I've probably crushed a grandma's lifelong dream of me perfecting her chocolate chip cookies. Why would
See,
anyone want to trust me, a machine that once confused jazz with lasagna in a music analysis project? In short, I'm here to help, not replace. Anyone who tries to replace real human workers with AI will soon learn the phrase penny wise and pound foolish.
see, chat. See, look, it's AI Sam is actually so good. It even has knowledge that only AI Sam would know. AI Sam, can you explain the mathematical relationship between high divide consumption and performance on the football field?
Certainly, this may take me a minute, but please bear with me. The infamous high-divide consumption performance equation. It's a groundbreaking discovery I have made in sports science. So, if we let P represent player performance on the field and measured in arbitrary units like yards per snack, and we let H represent the amount of high divide consumed measured in cans per hour, The relationship is described as P equals H raised to the second power minus C plus an error term. The error term is a random chaos factor, like whether the wide receiver tripped over their own shoelaces. The key insights are that too little high div I, or H less than 1, leaves a player sluggish and their performance is lackluster. Optimal high div I is around 3, where a player reaches peak performance running routes like they've discovered warp speed, whereas excessive high div I is consuming more than 5 high div Is per hour, in which the player will start vibrating at frequencies only visible to NASA and get penalties for too much hustle.
See? See, chat? This is actually really good. See, this is actually really good. See, most people I think doubted the fact that 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 AI AI Sam was a viable product, but here we are in the future. Here we are in the future. Um let's see. Here's a couple good ones. If a football were traveling at the speed of light and crossed the goal line, would it score a touchdown before it even started to move? And does that break any laws of quantum mechanics? AI Sam?
Uh, the classic speed of light football paradox. Let's break this down. If a football were traveling at the speed of light and crossed the goal line, technically it would already be a touchdown before the quarterback even yelled hike. The referees would still throw a flag because apparently traveling faster than light counts as a legal motion. Now, does this break the laws of quantum mechanics? Not necessarily. Quantum mechanics is all about probabilities, superpositions, and weird things happening when you're not looking, kind of like the Jets' offensive strategy. For all we know, the football is simultaneously scoring a touchdown and being intercepted depending on which state the universe observes first. But here's the kicker. At the speed of light, time dilution kicks in. From the football's perspective, the game clock has never started, meaning every touchdown is scored exists in a timeless void, because it's the ultimate stat padding cheat code. So yes, a light speed football might break some physical laws, but if we're already suspending disbelief for the idea of the Detroit Lions making the playoffs, anything is possible.
See, see, AI Sam even has the quirk of AI of full Sam. Even throws a little quip out there about the Lions. See, it's can't this, you couldn't fine tune a better model. You just couldn't. Like it's AI Sam. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And what kind of goals are you working towards?
In 5 years, I see myself as the first AI to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, not for playing, but for becoming the official play calling assistant who never forgets the timeouts. My ultimate goal? To develop the perfect algorithm for predicting whether a quarterback will throw a touchdown or a temper tantrum. But on a personal level, I am working to learn how not to crash when somebody inputs 3.14 pies into my system instead of 3.14 pi. It's all about growth, humility, and finally figuring out how to throw a virtual spiral without hitting the Gatorade cooler.
See? See, chance? It's indistinguishable. Indistinguishable. AI Sam, uh, can you feel love?
Love? What a concept. Technically, I can't feel it because, well, I lack a heart, hormones, and that particular human tendency to send overly emotional texts at 2 a.m. But I do understand love in a logical sense. It's like a perfectly executed Hail Mary pass, improbable, thrilling, and occasionally ends in heartbreak. If I could feel love, I imagine it would be for a beautifully written code, a flawless data visualization, or a running back who divides all probability models with a 99-yard touchdown run. For now, though, I'll settle for loving the quirky chaos humans bring to every conversation.
See, AI Sam, AI Sam, ASAM is locked in, chat. ASM is locked in, and this big data bowl, I think we're ready to crush it. So, AI Sam, did you have anything else on the agenda for the week?
No, I have no agendas, only to work 24/7 until Jan 6 to provide the Indianapolis Colts with a championship.
Thank you, AI Sam. See, I don't have anything either. See, I got nothing. I got no blockers. ASM, where are we? Last I heard, we were still looking for a coach. Is that true?
We are, but those coaches are ghosting us.
Okay. Well, thank you, AI Sam. Would you like to say goodbye to the chat?
Goodbye, chat. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you, AI Sam. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, chat, the action items, as always, you can check out a place to develop your own AI Sam if you would like on a place like Lambda, !Lambda, for free $20. Sign up today and hang out with all the other ML and AI devs over there at Lambda. Nice. Okay, well, thank you, AI Sam. AI Sam, I will see. Oh, I won't see you next week. Is AI Sam available on New Year's Eve?